Hello everyone, it's Rob here. Listen, it's YouTube. You know what to do. Hit the bell and the thumbs up, right? Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Has anyone heard about this new conspiracy? The ICE conspiracy? I think we better take a look at this, folks, because this is explosive.
Okay. And another one, because people said that they
Fresh ice for
Fresh ice.
snow for all the haters.
Fresh snow for all the haters, folks. I am using a VPN, don't worry. I'm on the dark web right now.
Okay, here we go.
So we don't want to have any
Flame.
like deep state types
Come on, Flame.
taking down this important intel.
Not melting. And turning black.
Oh shit.
Didn't melt. Come on, Flame. There's a flame. Come on. Not melting. And turning black. It's not melting.
It's not melting and it's turning black. I swear I just saw some drip off as soon as she lifts it up.
See?
It's dripping down her hand. It's literally dripping off her hand right now. Okay, listen. I don't want to like criticize people that are dealing with a legitimate. This is a very serious like crisis right now. The whole blackouts in Texas. Millions of people are affected by this. People are having their lives ruined. I don't want to like make light of this situation, and I don't want to make fun of people that are like having their minds fucking blown by this by what is happening there. The fake snow crisis. That's right. I don't want to make light of that. It's very, very serious. But what I do think this is kind of interesting, like what we can kind of learn from this, people having this kind of reaction, is the way that particularly like climate change issues have become such like a culture war signpost that when people are faced with the very real consequences of climate change, you have this polar vortex bringing these sub-zero temperatures to places that never experience this kind of weather. You have a failing power grid. It's a direct result, power grid infrastructure that's a direct result of like economic choices that have been made over generations. And instead of just like looking at the very real, very simple answer to this, like very, very simple conclusion someone should draw from this, which is that, oh shit, the climate of the planet is changing. And there's like this conservative element of our government that's ensured that they can't actually deal with any of these disasters. They don't want to help. They have no interest in like helping people. They have no interest in like doing anything kind of governance or anything like that. So instead of just like coming to this very simple conclusion, this very simple like, it should be a pretty easy way to just like believe these things. Instead, what they kind of immediately jump to is the far less likely, far much more complicated situation that like Bill Gates is dumping fake snow on on Texas in an effort to like control people or like get like to freeze their pools or something. I don't know. I haven't gone too far into this, so I don't know what the actual fucking point is supposed to be. I guess the point is supposed to be that to fake convince people that climate change is happening, so then they have to support like electric vehicles and moving away from fossil fuels. I guess that's what the purpose of it is. But it truly is just like very remarkable to me that people in these communities, instead of just coming to the very obvious simple conclusion, the Occam's razor conclusion that like, the climate of the planet is changing and our conservative governments that have given up all hope of like any kind of having a government that's there to help people in any way has had these adverse effects. Instead of just like accepting this very simple answer, this very simple Occam's razor solution, they immediately jump to the deep state is dumping fake snow on us. And if you if you take the snow and put it on a candle, it does not melt, which is proof that this is all just a big, Bill Gates and George Soros and the Chinese are obviously operating some kind of weather machine that is like artificially kind of like a big freezer thing happening in the atmosphere. You turn this part of the world into this kind of like deep freeze deliberately in order to brainwash people. This is what they jump to, which would be much more complicated, much more difficult to pull off than the very simple answer, which is that the climate of the United States is changing because of our man-made, our reliance on fossil fuels. they've been so indoctrinated to believe that that's not something that's happening and that can never happen. And that a big part of your culture is believing that that's not happening, not just like, you know, it's a big part of like who you are, your identity as a person is believing that that's some kind of liberal plot. Wouldn't a fake snow conspiracy do more to bolster their anti-global warming crusade? You would think that. Because you see people, not that they're ideologically coherent. No, that's true. Like, you would think that people would, like, as many Republicans and conservatives and climate change deniers have done, use the example of snow as evidence that that climate change is not in fact happening. So you'd think that would maybe go against their whole strategy. But I don't think they've put that much thought into this.
The stove all night.
Here it is, folks. It's the fake ice. Bill Gates' fake ice. And when you take it from the fridge, it's different. And you can see it start to melt, by the way. And then I almost knocked over that glass of water. You can see it start to melt. Like, you can clearly see it starting to melt. Yeah, it's almost like it's colder than your freezer outside. I think that would be the simple explanation again, but... like, what? That is funny, though, because you can clearly see that it is melting. Yeah. Freezer temperature ice melts differently than outside temperature snow. Crazy. Oh! Do people think things just stop getting cold once they freeze? Yeah.
Edging the stove all night.
Once something freezes, it's just reached maximum level cold. You can't get any colder, folks.
Plugged in. On. Go get snow.
It's the same lady, I guess. Same lady. It is actually extremely sad. It is.
Snowball. Here we go. Highest setting hot.
Just hold it right over that electric hair blower. Good idea.
Not melting.
What the?
No drip.
No drip.
No drip. See? On the hottest setting, highest setting. Not dripping. Still a snowball.
Boom.
No drip. No drip, folks. But you'll notice who does have drip. It's the person hosting this stream right now. Me. That snowball, no drip. Here's where the drip is, folks. Thanks to my Christopher Clues glasses, which is, again, the world's only communist designer eyewear company. Christopher Clues, the company that openly supports communism. Pretty amazing. And yeah, I don't know, does this, like... personally, this does not give me a good feeling when it comes to how we're going to confront the reality of climate change. When you have
our government,
when you have people that now have spent generations creating this exact situation where this is how people react to climate, to big catastrophic climate disruptions. This is the reaction. Instead of saying, oh shit, that thing that people like Rush Limbaugh and Tucker Carlson said was never happening, that thing that they said was like a liberal hoax, instead of just being like, maybe they were misleading me. Maybe they were misleading me on that. Maybe I've been exposed to some possible misinformation about the very real consequences of man-made climate change, which I was told was like a liberal, like effeminate thing to have to think about. No, they don't do that. What they do is now retreat even further into conspiracy. It's really not a good sign, because we're gonna be seeing this exact shit when Florida starts to go underwater, when we've got hundreds of millions of climate refugees, when it's impossible to fucking go outside for several months out of the year because of the heat waves and stuff like this, when you have these kinds of polar vortexes each year in different places that aren't supposed to be experiencing them. All that is going to lead to is more and more people like this who then is going to retreat further into the very conspiracy theories that are like allowing these things to happen in the first place.
Out to our government and Bill Gates. Thank you, Bill Gates.
Thank you, Bill Gates.
Trying to fucking trick us that this is real snow.
Like, this is what...
Let's see. It's not melting.
The hell?
And it's going to burn.
No way.
Snow don't burn. Snow fucking melts. No water, no dripping, no nothing.
I'm someone that's never been around snow in my life, but I can authoritatively say this. I'm a snow expert now.
If I put this shit in the microwave, it's going to start sparking because there's metal mixed in it. So you see that?
No way.
No melting.
It got harder. Try it again.
It's dripping.
Not melting.
It's literally dripping.
It got harder. Try it again.
It's literally dripping.
It's not melting.
That's not water.
It's just burning.
Put it closer. What the hell?
See? Goes out to...
So, again, listen, I'm not going to fucking defend Bill Gates. Like, listen, as a precaution, just to appease these people, let's just arrest Bill Gates. I don't believe he's responsible for this snow thing, but just to appease these people and show them that we're serious about this, let's just arrest the guy. We'll sort it out afterwards, just to be on the safe side, just to see these people know that we're like serious about this stuff. You can't be too sure. But again, I don't want to defend Bill Gates, but it's really remarkable how instead of directing their very real anger for being put through this situation, instead of directing their very real anger towards the electricity companies, like the fucking conservative politicians in the state of Texas who have denied the effects of man-made climate change, who have ensured that like their infrastructure would not be fucking updated and weatherized so they can save a few extra fucking bucks to give to Exxon CEOs in tax breaks. Instead of taking this very real anger for this scary, terrifying situation that's been foisted on them, and turning it towards the people that are actually responsible, they're turning it towards fucking Bill Gates for dumping fake snow outside their house to trick them into thinking that the world's getting colder. Like, that's really alarming to me. That's really fucking alarming that's the reaction that people are going towards. Oh, and here's an explanation for the fake snow if anyone wants to see it.
Okay, I'm gonna get some from underneath here. Obviously has not been touched. I'm gonna compact it into a nice tight ball. But you can see that the mass is getting smaller.
Yeah, it is. So what's going on is when you heat something like this, it goes from a solid to a gas. It's called sublimation. It doesn't go...
This is just one of these fake scientist guys, obviously. Bill Gates probably sent this guy. It's probably like part of the Bill Gates crew. Bill sent this guy to spread some information, talking about this so-called scientific effect of sublimation, apparently, where the solid just turns into a gas immediately instead of turning into a liquid. Kind of skeptical about this already. Pretty suspicious.
From a solid to a liquid, i.e. melting. So this is actually disappearing by going into vapor. So, see, it's not melting.
But there's no liquid dripping from it.
Is it real snow, Alex? Go ahead, taste it. Go ahead, taste it. I double dog dare you, taste it.
It's not yellow.
Genuine Richmond snow.
Came from the atmosphere.
This is from 2014. It's not a new phenomenon, apparently. Alex Bryan and Mike Stone tackled the conspiracy theory going around that the southern snowfall was somehow geoengineered. The snow turned black when we used a lighter or a match on it. The chemical smell was from the butane. So this is not a new phenomenon.
Outside and see if the snow is fake.
$183 downvotes.
Check if this has metal in it. Oh, hold on. It's the snow that we got from
The snow. Yeah.
Let's see.
There we go.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe
You see all the condensation on the outside of it.
but we still think it's fake.
Yeah, it's not metal.
Fake snow.
Because
We were told that it was going to spark, and luckily this lady is teaching her daughter now to believe this shit. That's pretty great too. That's good. You can see the condensation forming outside the thing, though. You can see the shape of the snow changing within the microwave.
Because when we put a lighter up against it, it turned black. And it didn't melt at all.
There it goes.
Where? Oh, come on. All right, bye.
It's good getting
So
our
we're gonna
daughter
go
involved in
outside.
that. It's pretty encouraging. All right, that's the end of the video, everyone. Thank you for watching it. If you haven't already, hit the thumbs up, hit the bell, leave a comment or whatever, or don't, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay? All right, bye.